Polito, Chimichukma, Yakoki, Chahtah, Tinkba. Greetings to you. I am Victor Burning Fire, Aboriginal Indigenous Chahtah man.
Polito, Chimichukma, Yakoki, Chahtah, Tinkba. Greetings to you. I am Nura Sunlight, Aboriginal Indigenous Chahtah woman.
We thank you for joining us.
Welcome once again to Minko Council. Another opportunity to learn together about our Aboriginal Indigenous cultures, customs, and traditions. We honor Earth Mother daily, especially the creative processes of the many sacred elemental actors of the Great Mystery, the Great Spirit, and the unique energies of those elements involved inside those naturally hidden happenings. An upcoming holittopa, onafapi, yukpa, translated, happy honored autumn season. Remember that an equinox is the point at which the sun crosses Earth Mother's imaginary equator line, making day and night of equal length everywhere. The autumn equinox occurs on the 21st of September. Shalombish, or the spirit keeper of the autumn equinox, is an energy of equal parts of light and dark, equal parts of calmness and turbulence, the acceptance of these opposites, their interconnection, and the transition from the heat and lightness of summer to the cold and darkness of winter. Chahtah, Nakfi, Itik. Brother and Sister Chahtah, as usual, we will use the animated voice for better clarity and comprehension. So Iopanchi, enjoy.
The moon of the 13 moons is harvest time that represents accomplishment and transition. Spiritually speaking, and as this season represents, as souls that have grown up, we accept what we reap, from what we have sown, or planted in the ground, from previous seasons, as well as in our minds, our actions, inaction, and deeds. Then we move on towards our next transition as we learn, heal and heighten. In the harvest season, our ancestors give thanks while gathering matured crops, hunted, and preserved food to store up the excess in abundance for the season of winter barrenness. Then they let go, and create space for seed time planting and receiving Earth Mother's generosity of the season to come.
Oh, ooh, but that boy, there's no denying. They are busting some. I don't care if you couldn't see, and it was just audio. You would know we banking these boys. Info over there, yeah, everybody, dog. It's going down, dog. It's going down. How many more of these you want to see? How many more you want to see, man? I'm doing this for y'all. Y'all tell me when to stop. Y'all tell me when to stop. Well, I'm going to keep popping. What do you look like, man? What do you look like? We got doubles right there. You see them doubles? Double it up, cuz. Man, Gerald missing. We would have tripled up. Doubling up. Cookie cutter. Look at this strength, bro. Look at this strength, bro. Oh, I don't even know what to say about that. Ooh, man. Ooh, this boy done did the food.
The spiritual autumn or fall equinox is celebrated differently depending on the various tribal traditions. Some have full harvest moon ceremonies representing tranquility, guidance, and protection, by dance, or by simply sitting on the ground and speaking to Grandmother Moon. One ceremony included is smudging.
Kashofi, cleanse. Holittopa, sacred. Shabota, smoke. Sacred smoke cleanse.
which is done at any time, day or night, whenever needed. Smudging is a spiritual custom of burning medicinal or sacred plants. For the spring season, the tobacco herb is used. Its stage of life is newborn baby souls. For the summer season, the white and yerba santa sage herbs are used. Its stage of life is youth. For the autumn season, the cedar tree or palo santo herbs are used, which is what we will burn and smudge to celebrate this season, and the stage of life corresponding with autumn is a matured grown-up soul. Winter herb is sweet grass. Its stage of life is elder. Notice the natural life progression in our sacred seasons relative to life cycle progressions of creation as a whole. Smudging sacred smoke is used to create energy to purify and bring forth beneficial fortune, setting boundaries, and protection inwardly and outwardly. It's also used to balance lopsided negative and positive energies from our dwelling places. Too much of one, or the other quality, causes some form of stagnation in awareness and development. As we wave the sacred smoke with our hands and/or feather in the air, it covers us and our surroundings with a wonderful fragrance that we bathe and breathe in, and contemplate our relationship amid our non-human relatives. Earth Mother, Sun Father, the star ancestors, the minerals, plants, animals, land, light, sound, and other creatures, seen and unseen, connects us all, as relatives. As Aboriginal Indigenous spiritual soul beings, housed in these outer bodies, that enable us to navigate on this physical realm, then transcend beyond the physical in our experiences, creation provides us sustenance for physical life and health. We are connected to, and dependent on, our non-human relatives in creation by this great mystery, the Great Spirit. Yet, our non-human relatives do not depend on us. In our Aboriginal Indigenous cultures, creation comes first, the highest priority, over and beyond so-called success, fame, money, and foreign religion. At the autumn season, nights lengthen and days shorten. A transition occurs from light to dark. Vegetation changes colors and texture, withers and dies, or let go, to fall to the ground. Example. Green leaves of the trees turn and wither, as the leaves let go to die and fall to the ground as fertilizer, aiding in the increase of soil in preparation for new growth in later seasons. As in nature, we honor that transition to a new season of balance and evolution of expanded awareness and greater possibilities. We harvest, store up, let go, dance, and continue in good life, represented by nature's great autumn equinox of accomplishment, harvest, transition, and balance.
Chahtah Nakvi Itik. My Chahtah brothers and sisters, the way Victor and I celebrated holittopa onafapi, honored or sacred autumn season, was by harvesting of what we planted the seasons before, which includes our actions and our deeds. Remember the Istichtah that we started building by eye with no floor plans this past summer season? Well, this is the fully functional, completed structure. Remember that we use recycled fence boards and wood from other torn down park structures that we once had. This tiny outdoor wash house with a water barrel comes right on time on super hot summer days when living off the grid. Now, if we can do this by putting our minds and spirits to it and taking the action behind it, anybody can build their own structures. So, this autumn season, Victor Burning Fire and I, Nura Sunlight, give back with our inner spirit of thankfulness and gratefulness in honor of the tree, the land, plants, animals, and waters that were here forever that dwell in the natural world around us. And we appreciate the interconnections we all have in relation to Earth Mother, Sun Father, star ancestors, the Great Spirit, the Great Mystery Creator that we physically depend on, yet do not depend on us. We honor the tree spirit for the wood that we use, the soil spirit that nourished it, the metal spirit for the nails and the hammer and everything, all the water, air elements that went into the finished product we harvested, and our own inner spirit that put it all together. Also, Victor Burning Fire was raising aloe vera plants. Now, this is his harvest that we share. Aloe vera contains helpful plant compounds, and due to its anti-inflammatory properties, it can be used externally by directly applying it on swollen or painful joints for relief, and it can be used internally as nature's medicinal antioxidant. What is an antioxidant? It's a compound in the aloe vera that neutralizes what they call free radicals. Free radicals are reactive and unstable molecules that are naturally made in our body as a byproduct of normal metabolism and naturally made by our body after exposure to toxins in the environment. Aloe vera has antibacterial properties, meaning that it tends to prevent the growth or spread of bacteria. So, and bacteria is like a microscopic organism, especially a single-cell bacteria or bacterium, virus, or fungus that can cause disease. So after proper washing, peeling, and then spooning out the gel, I've topped it on my salad, with a few chunks. And, you can't really taste it. I can't really taste it like when I have my salad with the salad dressing or whatever. And then we mix it with juice and drink it. But Victor froze this harvested batch because it'll last us way over to the next season. So let's celebrate our harvest in ways and meanings that naturally and internally comes to us, not what strangers dictate. To celebrate our achievement, our harvest, with the aid of nature, we give reverence of the highest esteem to this natural season of transition from lightness to darkness and the balance at the point of transition by healthy food, music, and tribal dance while burning our sacred purifying fires, as well as a silent contemplation inside our tiny wash house while learning and preparing for what comes next.
From both of us, Nura and I say this from the heart.
Holittopa, onafapi, yukpa. Happy sacred autumn season. Happy sacred autumn season. Yakoki. I love you, Mother Earth.